Hey, what's up everybody? So we're gonna continue on with our kids lesson. Coach Tom, we got Coach Alex. We're gonna do a little role playing so that you can practice this lesson at home with your child. So I'll be playing the role of the grown-up and Alex will be the kid. And the first one we're gonna do, everybody has fun with this little drill. Almost always they have a smile on their face. I will say, like, if you're on just be careful like the surface that you're on. Make sure that they're wearing a shirt or their gi top so that they don't get like a rug burn, because they're going to be doing a little bit of spinning on the ground here. But other than that, they're going to have a blast. So what this is doing is it's actually just a little leg agility drill, okay? So I'm going to be doing actually most of the work here. I'm going to come in a hunched over position with my arms kind of out. Imagine like I'm going to slowly reach out and try to reach for his face. All right, he's going to keep his hands in, kind of protecting himself, and he's going to use his feet to intercept these grips. So what he's looking for is he wants the bottom of his feet kind of like right here close to where my elbows bend, okay? And then from here, it makes it difficult for me to reach him. He should feel very sticky and his legs should kind of follow you around. Now, for the person on top, if I kind of need to be hunched over and giving a little bit of downward pressure, not crushing, but just to stay connected, because otherwise it's going to feel real loose and the drill's going to kind of be kind of funny there. All right, so with this position, as I stay connected to him, I'm just going to start to circle in both directions. He's going to keep his chin up and he's going to like spin on his back without having to do any work at all. This is the part where kids usually smile because they can't believe like they're literally doing no work and controlling here. All right, this is very useful when we start to get into open guard work, where you can hold the wrist and really put the person in a knot. We call that spider guard. So this is kind of a little exercise to develop that skill. Notice like wherever my arms move, he's staying glued. And every time I turn, he's kind of staying in this position. To add a little bit of spice to it, I try to start to remove his foot. So what I'll do is I'll make a little circle to the inside of his leg and try to push it off. He's just going to make a circle of his own and find my arm again. All right, real slow. And the reason I'm going to the inside is it just makes it easier for the rotation of the knee to find that spot. And it flows real nice. So the drill goes like this. And you go real crazy with it. All right, so that's drill number one. The second thing we'll do is we'll use our feet to create space to protect your face from strikings in the standing position. So we're close in height, so I can do this from a stand-up position. If you have a real small child, you could do this from your knees. In either case, the feet will be on the hip. And as I try to reach forward, it should be very difficult for me to reach the face because the legs typically are longer than the arms. So preferably, do it from a stand-up position, have him lift the hip up, he's staying connected here, and I really want to try to see if I can touch, okay? This gives them a feeling of confidence off of their back because they can protect themselves using the length of their leg. So once we get comfortable here, I'll practice kind of backing out. I'll move around, he's gonna follow me, always keeping his feet pointed right at me, and then I'm gonna bum rush him. When I bum rush him, he's gonna drop to his back, and his feet will make that safe position. Lifting the hip up a little bit, stretching the leg, I shouldn't be able to reach. Bum rush, blocks, move, and you get the idea. Next, we're gonna go to the stand-up and base position. So walking through stand-up and base one time without any partner.
I sit in base, I tuck one leg in my body, my leg goes over the top, pointing in front. Both of my hands go to the same side of the leg I have tucked. I'm gonna use my hands and my foot in front to lift my body, and I'm gonna take this leg that I'm sitting on, and I'm gonna swing it all the way behind this back hand. And in this position, I stand up all the way into a fighting stance.
Let's look at that one more time. And until they can do this perfectly, just have them do this. Like you can make them do it 30 times. You know, that's good if they're just learning this skill. But they have to have this down basic before they move on to the next level. Let's look one more time.
Leg tucked in, one leg in front, both hands on the same side. Lift your body, swing this leg all the way back, and stand up, combat base.
Okay, so don't move into this next drill until that one looks perfect, okay? Now, some of you kids looking at home, that looks like real easy. The whole point of stand-up and base is to be able to do it like in a real situation. So the idea here is I'm standing over him and he wants to get up. If any time that I try to like crowd him, he's just gonna drop back and put his feet on my hips. Okay, so that's kind of like his emergency reset. But a lot of times somebody might just be trying to stalk you and kind of hit you while you're trying to get up. This is where it becomes very important. He's going to use this bottom leg here to stomp my leg, okay? He's using that just to kind of jolt me, to kind of startle me, and create a little space so that he can move backwards and get up. Safety tip for the person in the stand-up position is I want to keep a nice bend in my knee and put about 70% of my weight on that front leg. So when he makes impact with it, it's not buckling my knee. I don't want to have my leg in a straight position, buckle my leg. That's not going to be fun for mom and dad getting their leg broke by their kid, right? So from here, he's going to touch the leg, and then that same leg that did the kick is going to get up. Okay, let's look at that again. Flexing the leg and up. Okay, and he's really just using the bottom of his foot like he's stomping. That's the idea. All right, the second striking position that we can do, once again, depending on your height in relation to your child, is we're going to keep one foot on the hip. And this foot allows the hip to elevate. Look how he can lift his hip up off the floor, okay? So what he'll do is he'll use his free leg here, coil, and just kick straight up towards the face. Be careful that you don't get your teeth knocked out there. This is very strong. Practice it slowly at first, and the contact point is the very bottom of his heel. That's a very strong part of his foot. He just, boom, that's the idea. I can use my hands as a soft target, and then once you get confident with that, you can grab a pad or a pillow or something like that, okay? If your child's a lot shorter than you, you can do the same thing from a kneeling position. Same mechanics. Foot plants on the hip, his hips will lift, and then he gets that strong kicking action. Okay? Next drill, we're going to have the child be on the top position, and he's going to avoid the legs. Okay? So let's do the pass that we did from yesterday. So we're in posture. He pops the legs open, he stands up, and now we're holding the heels. He's going to pass, let's say, this side. So what he's going to do is throw my legs 1, 2, 3, and he makes a half circle and comes in with that knee on belly position right here, okay? Now he's not having to deal with my legs anymore, and he's much more offensive position. Once again, posture, just like we practiced yesterday, popping the legs open, now he's controlling my feet. When you're doing this drill, one of the most common mistakes is to bring the incorrect leg in. So if you could show them kind of like this is not really what we want for this drill. We want to come into that knee on belly position we were practicing yesterday. So this knee on, and as you remember, this leg has to be in the upright position. That's the proper way to do it.
Okay, so what I do is I tell the kids, whichever way I throw the legs, my leg on the same side will step in. So I throw his legs to the right, my right leg will step forward in the position. Same thing, we go to the left, I throw legs to the left, my left leg will step forward into the position.
If you want, you can connect the other positions that we already did, okay? Just depending on how proficient they are with it. If they're struggling with that, just have them do that, okay? But like the whole thing, like we're here, he opens the legs, boom. Knee on belly. Let's do that little transfer drill. So as I'm turning this way, oh yeah, he steps there. Let's say I go flat, okay? He can hop to the other side with it. Yes, we did that. I turn on my side again. Boom. Maybe he goes down to side control. Okay, remember how we did our base from side control where we post our foot in our arm? Yes. He's real sticky, real heavy. Maybe he goes to mount. All right. He anchors my head on one side. That way I can't use my reach advantage on him. Right. So just start to be creative. It's not really a right and wrong way to do it. You're just moving around and having fun, and make a game out of it, you know. Both of you should be smiling and laughing and having fun at the end of the exercise. Okay, it should be a nice, fun experience for everybody. All right, you guys, have fun with that.